G'day, it's David, and today I'm live streaming about the Canva Glow event. I just got access to the new capabilities within Canva this morning, and I thought I'd take you through a bit of a walkthrough of how this works and what's going to be available. So here we got it, Get to Know Magic Studio by Canva. And this morning I got a message from a friend and they said, you know, you can access the new capabilities within this product right now. And so I headed over to my Canva and I saw a screen like this. And basically what I was able to do was, we'll just go into presentation mode. There's this button here called For You. Now, if you press it 7 times, that's what activates the feature. Now, I did it on my phone. I just clicked on here 7 times, and next thing I knew, I got this email. So the email had come up. I was out having some breakfast, so I came back and checked out Canva. Now, with that, I got this presentation. I got 2 presentations from the Canva team. It was embedded in my account. And I thought, well, why don't we just work through the presentation and try each of these features this morning. So the first one we're looking at is background remover. And what I'll do is we'll just pop over to the editor mode. And from here, you've got this select a photo and click edit background remover. So we'll click on the photo here and we've got background remover here. We'll just press that and there we go. It got rid of it. It looks like the word "tada" is actually behind it. So this is looking pretty good. So let's just move on to the next one, and it's the Magic Grab. So Magic Grab is a really cool tool. We'll just click on there. So if we click here, we've got this image, and it's what we'd like to do is take the spaceman, we'll move him down here. So click on this button and we can come up to this edit button and look for the Magic Grab. That's the one we want. So click on that and you can either click or use brush. We'll use the click version. It'll just highlight the one we want. Press grab and it'll take a little bit of time, but what should happen is that this should disconnect from the background and then become its own element that we can move around. So it looks like we've got it. We can click here or we can click here and we can move that into position. So that looks good to me. So moving on to the next one, we've got the Magic Eraser. So again, this is the sort of tool that can get rid of elements from the image. We'll go and click on the edit button here and we have Magic Eraser right here. Now we can click. If we click, we can go and select the individual birds, but I will try the brush feature. We've got it set at 20 pixels. So what we'll do is we'll just scroll through here and we'll also select through here and we'll press the erase button and there it is. It's all gone. And moving on from here, so where were we? We're on the Magic Eraser. We'll move to the Try, Resize, and Magic Switch. Okay, so this button here is up here, and we'll click on that, and we'll try this new feature they're talking about, transform it into a document. So we'll click on the document, and we'll go with Summary, and transform it. So this should create a Canva document. It's kind of like a Word document. And oh, look at that. We've got some technical issues. So what we might do is come back to this one a bit later. That's okay. So I tried a couple of these this morning and I'm not very used to where they all are, but there were a couple of issues that I saw this morning. So we'll just keep working. So the next one is about text, and what have we got here? Select the text box under the title, go to Magic Write. So where's that? Okay, there it is. It's up in the top left hand corner. You can see it here. And if you click on here, you've got all those different things that you can do to text. Now, the one we're interested in is probably a custom prompt. And I'm going to do sensational news headline about Happy Dave doing, I don't know, prompt engineering, right? AI, the AI whisperer. How do you get AI to do what you want it to do might be a good thing. So we'll do a generate and see what we get. Tech World buzzing over Appy Dave, the AI whisperer's latest breakthrough. So let's insert that. Looks a little bit big to me, so let's bring that into position. So that was pretty simple. Usually I'm doing this in ChatGPT with more automated sort of systems, but it works pretty cleanly here. Let's move on to the next one. And what do we got here? Click the Elements tab. So this is up here. So this is one of the things to be aware of, is that things have got a little bit cleaner in the interface. So far as I've tried all those features, one of the things I'm finding interesting is that I'm not seeing too much that I couldn't do last week. It's just a cleaner interface at the moment. Now, there are a couple of things that have changed, but not a lot. But we'll click on the elements here, and what are they telling us to do? Create your own graphics. So let's figure out how we do that. Generate your own. So I am going to go AI robot doing YouTube automation, because this is the area I like to specialize in. I write software that helps me automate my YouTube influence from time to time. And we'll just do a create image on that. And yep, this takes a little bit of time. While that's happening, I wonder if we can go back to present mode for a second. There's some robots coming through, and see what we've been able to do so far. We've got no birds here. This is something we're going to come back to. We've got the new Tech World buzzing, and now we're about to work on this one. So we'll come back to edit mode. We've got these robots, and I don't know, let's go click this one. And I probably should have just dragged it. Let's just try that for a second. So I'm going to press undo. Can I just drag? Looks like I can just drag, and we'll use this magic remover. And one of the things I'm noticing is that this is a brown and light brown thing, and this doesn't quite fit, like from a color point of view, but we should be able to play around with that with duotone. So let's see what we can do here. So we'll click on the image, we'll go to edit, and here we have it, duotone, and we'll pick something close. We'll go with that one, but we'll change the colors a little bit. So we'll go for a background color here. Click on this one, go for one of the colors up here, the gold, I reckon. Click on that, and there we have it. We've just been able to create a image. It matches what I wanted it to do, and it fits in with the style. So it's a good way to get started. Now, what do we got here? Try styles, the design tab, dot, dot, dot. So let's click on this design tab. And what we're trying to do is change the styling of all of this here. So we'll come through, and let's say this is the color style we want. We can click on these three little dots and apply style to page. There we go. That's looking pretty clean. And so if you've got your own branding, or you've found a presentation you like, you can just work with that. Now let's move on. Looks like we need to drag this across. Actually, something you can do up here is press this little cross here, and you can give yourself a little bit more room going. So we move on, and highlights. What are highlights? So this was one I tested this morning, and I had some problems, so I don't know whether it's going to work, but let's just try it. So if I click on this video, I'll hit play. I don't know whether the audio is going to come through, but essentially we got this 1 minute and 8 second video going on, which is from their keynote. So what we'll do is we'll click on it, and it says press the icon and the highlights. So we've got the little icon here, and we'll click on highlights. And what it's going to do is work through this video here and list the highlights from that video down the right. Now, from what I understand, we should be able to select the ones we want and create a new video. Now, if I click here, that just showed a 2 second video. And if I click here, there'll be a 7 minute video. So look, I'm going to click here and here, and you can see these highlights up here as well. with that done, we should be able to add the selection, and it should replace this video with something that goes for 7.7 seconds, followed by something that goes for 2 seconds. This didn't work for me, but we'll try it now. Maybe it's working now. We'll press add, and I have a 7.9-second video. I'm just going to hit play. In fact, I'm going to move to the end. And that was what I saw this morning. It only picked one of the videos. It didn't pick both of them. Now, just so you're aware, when you click on this and press edit, and you go to highlights, they clearly state at the bottom that there might be a few errors. And if there are errors, you can report them. So we'll just let that come up. This technology is new and improving. Please check and report these results if they don't seem right. So for me, they don't seem right. Anyway, and it looks like it actually made that in a new slide. We'll move on. So here we've got Magic Design. What's this telling us? So if you click the Design tab up here in the left, they're saying enter a prompt. Now that got me a little confused because I think of prompt engineering, but it's really just it's a search term. So we'll say a presentation about why we should get a cat. So if you think about that, it's a presentation we're looking for. It's get something, and cats is what we're trying to get. So if we press enter, what we end up with is a bunch of presentations. And if you look at them, they're all why stuff. So get to know me. What else? Why mum? So this is basically a way of finding stuff using natural language tools. I thought I could then just adapt that presentation style to this. I'm not a 100% Canva expert. I do love using it, but I don't consider myself an expert. But what we should be able to do is click on, say, this one and just apply the style to the page. Now, that should affect all the text and maybe some colors, but this here is actually an image. I think I'd need to unlock it to play around with that one, so we could do that. So that's whatever slide they're trying to tell us about there. That's Magic Design. So this one's pretty interesting. We'll get rid of this for now, and we'll just click up on the page somewhere. So where are we? We're in this particular area, and it says you can go animate and magic animate. So I have lost the ability to do this. Let's go to this area and clear whatever animations are in place. So we'll remove all animations and we'll click on this little new button, Magic Animate. Click here, and from there it can apply bulk animations to all the different elements it sees on the screen. So I don't know, elegant looks good to me. We'll just click on that. Should be in place. And from there, I think we should go back to the main presentation. So we'll go into presentation mode for a moment and look through what we've got here. So we've got the styles that we've applied. We've got this video, and that was interesting. So earlier I said it had a bug. What I think it's done is it's split it into two slides, one for each video. So we're going to come back and test that out in a moment as well. We've got our new design that we've picked here, and we've got this great little animation. So let's come back a little bit, and we will start back again with the try and resize magic switch, see if this feature is working, and retest out that video one if possible. So coming back to web view, we should be able to click over here and try it out, transform into a document, click on the summary, transform into a document, and this time it seems to be working. No, we've run into errors again. So earlier this morning, this did work for me. It created a document. It's not happening now. And if I do want to just test this is what I do. I like testing stuff. So we'll click on this video. We'll click up here and we'll click on highlights, and it should find a bunch of them right there. And this, we'll click two. We'll go that one, and add them in. So it's 14 seconds and an 8-second one. And Maybe it's put them in here. That's 8 second. That's 2 second. I don't know what's going on. So they've got a feature here that I'm not quite grokking exactly how this should work, but that's okay. We'll move back to the presentation mode. And for me, this is a tool that it's not a lot different from what we had last week, but being Canva, I'm sure they'll be able to add a lot of new stuff to this. Look, I'm Appy Dave, and what I like to do is videos on ChatGPT, prompt engineering, and how you can do YouTube automation using a little bit of coding and some simplistic tools. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Now let's figure out how you actually stop these live streams.